You know, I was at a point where I had just sort of accepted the fact that I was going to be spending 10 years in prison. So this was a surprise, and I just feel extremely blessed to see my government do so much for me and the other Americans.
How much warning did you have when you were going to be?
Nothing, really. They just came one morning and said, pack your things. So,
Did you believe them?
no, absolutely not. And I did not relax until we were outside of Iranian airspace. But it's finally starting to become a reality for me.
When do you hope to get home, Amir, and what's the first thing you're going to do?
That's a good question. I hope to get home soon. I really want to see my family and be back in the land of the free, back home.
What did you say to your family when you saw them for the first time after all those?
Well, I've only seen my brother-in-law and my sisters so far, and we were speechless for a while, but I've said a lot, and we still have a lot to talk about.
Hugs and tears.
Absolutely.
Amir, how
very
did you know
emotional
how many
moment.
people were campaigning for you, and how did you feel when you found out how big the movement was to get you back out and people keeping it in the public light?
Well, I don't know, and I still don't know. I just know that everyone from the president, the Congress, even the Iranian officials who were our captors essentially were amazed and had asked us, why is it that they're, working so hard for you? And I just said, well, that's America, and they love their citizens. And even the other Iranian prisoners were really moved, by all the support. But there's still a lot that I don't know, and it's all coming to me slowly. Our communications, obviously, for the first almost 2.5 years, I had very little communication, if any. And when I did finally get access to a telephone, I wasn't able to get all the details because of the sensitive situation that I was in. But I just know that so many people had supported us, and I'm extremely humbled and grateful.
What was it like when you guys were waiting for that plane? Because there was a big delay from when you were supposed to leave to when that plane actually took off, right?
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking. I was worried that maybe the Iranian side was going to make new demands in the last minute, or that the deal wasn't going to work out. So up until the last second, we were all worried and concerned. We were just put in a very small room, and we had no telephone or access to any information. We kept being told that we're going to be taking off in 2 hours, and 2 became 6, became 10. So a total of almost 2.5 days. Was really nerve-wracking. But when we finally got to see the Swiss ambassador, Ambassador Haas, who really did a lot for us, and Mr. Maya and the Swiss government, we just felt an immense pressure come off our shoulders. And when we finally got on the plane, that's when we knew that.
Amir, did your Marine training kick in during any of this time?
I think so. I didn't want to let my fellow Marines down, and the reputation of the Marine Corps. So I tried my best to, keep my head up and withstand all the pressures that were put upon me, some of which were very inhumane and unjust. And then hearing about some of my fellow Marines supporting me really gave me the strength to put up with over 4 years of some very difficult times that me and my family went through. So